Hey guys, this is the Terminator, and this is another Heroes 5 Tribes of the East high-level duel match. And on the left we have Mohikanan, I believe his name is, versus as Academy versus Fiur. On the right is Stronghold. So before we begin, let's take a look at the heroes and the armies. So you can see the Academy hero, as you would expect, is very heavily invested in the spell power and knowledge, although with a decent amount of defense as well, which is interesting. If you look at his creatures, again, as you might expect, there's one combat skill, Expert Luck, so this army does have alright luck and good morale, but you know, no other real combat skills to speak of, which is about what you'd expect. And looking at his creatures, most of them have a 15% initiative boost and +4 defense artifact, so that combined with his 9 defense can make these creatures actually a bit more resilient than you normally see out of an Academy army. And then if we go over to the Stronghold side, you can see, yeah, the hero has only 11 attacks, so that combined with the artifacts may actually negate the Stronghold hero's might advantage in attack entirely. Of course, his defense versus the Academy hero's pitiful attack will be another matter, but still, decent amount of knowledge for shouts. And if you look at the creatures, you can see, so Expert Attack, Expert Leadership, and Archery, so a decent amount of combat skills, but probably a lot invested in Memory of Our Blood, things like that as well. And you can see very, very interesting setup. Has not brought goblins or warriors. Instead opted for 3 shaman stacks, or Earth Daughter stacks, one big one for fighting, and then 2 other ones. So in lieu of being able to cast with his hero, he has 3 stacks of casters here that can haste and slow, so that could prove very powerful. Very unorthodox move, not bringing nearly a third of his army, but this could be make it for a very interesting game. So anyway, without further ado, let's get underway. You can see the Academy here is going to try and eliminate those stacks as quickly as possible, because if he can kill them off, that basically makes the sacrifice the Stronghold player made by not bringing a significant portion of his army completely null and void. Interesting that the Djinns would not curse there. Looks like they maybe wanted to block on Executioner charge, as the Executioners are acting next, although they're going to not accomplish that anyways, unfortunately. Maybe that may have kept them from hitting the Titans, however. Cat's doing pretty decent damage back, but gotta respect the power of the double blow, which also makes them very dangerous against their own units. If Stronghold falls prey to dark magic, which I don't know if we'll see here. Imagine may try and knock out that stack of Earth Daughters. Oh, this is gonna go for a nuke on the Ballista and the Centaur, but not doing much damage at all to speak of. And there's the Frenzy. So we do have a Dark Magic Academy here. This could prove potentially devastating if Stronghold isn't able to tear down the Academy's forces faster than his own army rips itself apart. Dark Magic is just devastating. Oh, and the cats are feared right into the Stronghold army. You can see Academy really wants that Ballista dead. So Stronghold may have taken Ballista skills, or maybe he just wants it done. Kai taking a beating. Kai almost always the choice. You've seen a very solid unit with that breath attack. Never seen a foul difference in the game to date. It's like Genie's still getting beat on here, getting some minus luck of their own, some of their own medicine. Yep, so you have a triple flame ballista, so that is why the Academy hero wants it dead so very badly, and slows going down everywhere on the Academy army, so, and a haste on the Stronghold army, so this could prove potentially fairly bad for the Academy players. There's just so many stacks of shamans, cats, centaurs, and the ballista is still hanging in there. Interesting that he wouldn't sabotage it with the gremlins if he wants to kill it so badly. Maybe that wouldn't work. Oh, the cat's gonna take the beat from that, and the minus luck going down again. Very powerful ability. Academy army is kind of getting bum rushed a bit here, but they do have that all-powerful dark magic and possibly resurrection as well, which we've seen turn the tide of the game more than once. And gargoyles eating the retaliation from the Kai, so go do splash there in the corner. Our Gene is rather bad luck on the ballista. That may have just kept it alive. Yep, that might have just saved the ballista right there. Don't know that it'll get another turn out of it, but nonetheless, these cats just get a debuff to hell at this point. Gotta go back from up, and the puppet on the executioner, so that double strike is going to start working decidedly against the Stronghold player. Oh, but fearing the executioners away. Interesting. Did that maybe have debuffed them actually? Or I got rid of the buff actually? Because they do appear to be. Well, we'll have to see. But an interesting move. He may have made them yeah, so what he did there was, I believe, he made them miss their actions, so thus reducing their ability to do damage. Which is very clever move on his part, and you see the Earth Daughters getting puppeties. They're coming up next, and he can run them away before shoots. That was a very good move on the Stronghold player's part, using Fiur to reduce the damage his executioner's puppeted units will be able to do to him. So, and the first stack of shamans, or second stack of shamans rather, coming down. Almost is dead as well, finally. So you can see, without traditional ways to get around Dark Knight, the Stronghold players have to think creatively, and some pretty impressive stuff. Very cool tactics have been come up with time to time. There's an interesting one we just saw there. When another minus lucky, but those Magi taking a big hit. Ooh, and the unlucky retaliation. Cyclops just excel at ruining the day. But the puppeted attack running in. Getting some debuffs of their own. Spreading the minus luck around even more. And speaking of minus luck, this is just an absurd amount of negative luck debuffs at this point. Spare some more cash to the Centaurs. Centaurs are going to act before the Gargoyles can reach them, however. Titans are dead, basically. Yep, there they go. Centaurs, they're going to try and kill the Viziers. Yep. The Academy Army's in a pretty bad position right now. I wouldn't put it past them to be able to pull off a Phoenix or a Resurrection comeback somehow, but right now it's seeming unlikely. Magi are dead. Yeah, when Gargoyles are your last, significant combat stack, you're in a little trouble. But on the other hand, there's still quite a few golems left, and the Puppet Master on the Executioner again could be quite devastating as they are going next. And oh, but the unlucky hit, that is very unfortunate for the Academy player. Maybe still double strike, however. Yep. There they go, yeah, so that's very unfortunate. If they hadn't gotten that unlucky hit, they would have absolutely pulverized that Earth Daughter stack, and ironically, getting rage off of that. But as it is, unfortunate. Minus luck in this match has just been absolutely absurd. Minus luck on like 3/4 of everyone's army. It's quite hilarious, but now they're going to go on to a debuff for the Gremlins. It's the more. We've been enjoying these absurd amount of debuffs, and they can't, even the Gremlins can't even finish off the Earth Daughters right now. Quite sad, really. Ooh, lucky hit from the Golems, but I doubt that's going to be enough to enable them to overcome the Executioners, which are a much more powerful combat stack. And consume artifact healing the Golems. Or Gargoyles, rather, sorry. Oh, and a puppet on the Cyclops, so the hero also acting faster thanks to that artifact consume. And this is going to be some decent damage here, maybe. Oh, I guess not. Spoke too soon. My apologies. The Marauders tearing apart the Gargoyles there. It's kind of unfortunate for them, but Marauders no melee penalty. Always nice to have a range unit. That should be the end for the Gremlins. Yeah, at this point, I'm not really sure. Because the Academy hero has still not shown any evidence of having white magic or indeed resurrection. He's got quite a bit of mana to play with, but it's looking a little dicey right now. His Gargoyles are about dead, and when that happens, the Puppet Master Cyclops just in the Golems, if they keep him in the game. They've been teleporting the Golems away as far as possible so you can try and maximize the damage Puppet Master is going to do. Keeping Executioners off for even one turn is a very smart move, because if they get to the Golems, he's in big trouble. And meanwhile, he can keep casting very quickly. Centaur's going to act as a blocking unit there. Oh, killing the Executioners, wow. Centaurs are doing some big damage. I don't think I give these guys enough credit, but the Cyclopses get there nonetheless. And I'll be very interested to see if he can actually bring him down right now with Puppet, because the thing he's got to be careful of is Hord's Anger. Even if he manages to kill off most of the army with Puppet, he needs to leave something that the golem stack is actually able to kill. And despite the resurrection, the golem stack getting wailed on. Not really an enviable position here, but I think he may have to puppet the Cyclopses or die. There's level 3 rage at this point. Oh, no, but he does have resurrection, so I guess spoke too soon. So we could see a turnaround from this game. We've seen a Academy pull a game out against a Stronghold at least once before. It's sheer refusal to die. We're now scaring the Centaurs. Interesting move. And another resurrection going down. The golem's finally dead. Centaurs don't have a turn coming for a long time, so but the Earth Daughters. Oh no, still hanging in there. Blood Rage keeping them alive. And there they go. Long combat animation, long death animation. And the hero using her move to move the Centaurs around looks like instead of since the Centaurs won't be able to act. Oh, but the frenzy. Ooh. That is painful. Big rage loss there, but still, these are both fairly powerful stacks on the Stronghold side, or the Academy, or I'm sorry, Stronghold side. So interesting to see if the Academy player is able to overwhelm him. He's only got 28 mana left. The Stronghold player actually has far more mana than he is right now. Oh, and the Archmagi running right into the path of the Blood-Eye type. Or Cyclopses, but they're still frenzied, so those Centaurs are just getting wailed on. And we will see if this Academy player is able to utilize that nasty, nasty dark magic to pull out this game against Stronghold. Centaur's dead. He's faced with just 4 Cyclops. So we can get a puppet off. Oh, 5 Titans came back with the Consume Artifact. They will be likely quite low on HP. With only 150, and these Cyclops are going to be very tanky with level 2 Rage. So you, Stronghold player, or Academy players just gotta bleed Rage off of them, so they can reduce the damage dealt. The K will be very good for that, actually. It will ensure that the Cyclops are losing Rage every turn they act, so they're getting less and less of that damage reduction. There you go, right to the Archmage, definitely kill him. Lucky strike from the Gremlins, not accomplishing much, but and the Cyclopses are puppeted, so this is likely going to be the end, unless the Stronghold player can come up with some shenanigans here. Because with her last stack, or his last stack, puppeted, it's basically just going to get shot to death, and there's nothing that can be done about it. Pew pew lasers right to the face of there. But Hord's anger's still coming through. Interesting. Cyclops is still not dead. Still not dead. Oh, and he may kill his own Cyclops stack here. Oh, no, the decay got him. I was hoping for maybe a suicide with Word of the Chief or something. That'd be pretty hilarious. Not sure if you can actually accomplish that, but so yeah, another very close game. Once again, Stronghold kind of snatches defeat from the jaws of victory thanks to dark magic. Great player, but when that dark magic comes and you don't have cleansing, you have no way to get it off your units, then you are in some deep trouble. That is Stronghold's perhaps greatest weakness. They're a very solid town nonetheless, but as evidenced, someone who uses dark magic against them intelligently can get a great advantage out of it. So another great game, very close up into the end as they usually are. Hope you enjoyed and look forward to more in the near future. This is the TotE-High, and I'll see you all later.